Hello, fairy tale writers. Today we're going to start writing the words for our story. And since we're going to start at the beginning, I want to talk about fairy tale beginnings. So we already know that a lot of fairy tales begin with the words once upon a time or long ago. That's part of the setting. It tells when it was. But fairy tales in the beginnings also describe the setting, which is where it takes place, as well as when, and the characters. The characters in the story often happen in the beginning. The writers tell all that information in the very beginning of the story. Let me show you. Here's Goldilocks and the Three Bears, which is a fairy tale. Let's look at the beginning. Once upon a time, there were three bears: Papa Bear, Mama Bear, and Baby Bear. They all lived together in their own little house in the woods. So take a look. Once upon a time is the when. It tells us who the characters were to start with and where did they live? In a house in the woods. Let's look at another one. See if it has once upon a time and characters and setting. This is Hansel and Gretel. Once upon a time, in a cottage near a vast forest, there lived a poor woodcutter, his wife, and his two children. The boy was called Hansel, and the girl Gretel. Well, look, again, part of the setting, when, once upon a time. Where? In a cottage near a forest. And look, it tells us the characters who started. The poor woodcutter, the wife, and the two children. So that's how we have to begin a fairy tale. Once upon a time, the setting and the characters. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to start with my own story of Little Red Riding Hood. Okay, so we have Little Red Riding Hood. So I'm going to start the beginning. How am I going to begin? You guessed it, once upon a time. And I'm taking spaces between my words and writing in the lines. Once upon a time. Now what? You can do the characters in the setting, right? Once upon a time, there lived who? A girl. A girl named who? Frank? A girl named Frank? Nah. A girl named Little Red Riding Hood. And we capitalize all the parts of her name. Now I have to tell where they lived. She lived with her mother. Where? In a house near the forest. In a house near the forest. Let's read over it to check if we have everything. The story's Little Red Riding Hood. Once upon a time, there lived a girl named Little Red Riding Hood. She lived with her mother in a house near the forest. Well, we got the setting of when and where and the characters. Got it. Okay, so now you're going to try. What you're going to do is you're going to get out your fairy tale paper of the Three Little Pigs, right? And what you're going to do today is you're going to write the beginning. And remember, you have to include once upon a time, who the characters were, and the setting where they lived. That's what you're going to complete today.